In a world of so much noise, how do you get someone's attention? Marketing in the end is about getting people to pay attention to you, isn't it? And everyone is on a race to be louder, to be more colorful, to be just more out there, more catching attention. So the big question in marketing is, how do you capture attention? And in a way that's authentic to your brand, that's authentic to your message, that won't hurt your long-term reputation or long-term sales or long-term credibility. So how to catch that attention? For example, a lot of YouTubers these days, they make thumbnails on their YouTube videos, and there'll be a face that looks something like this, and then a red arrow and big yellow text, and and that's the visual, right? And then there's some catchy headline like, oh my god, this I never imagined, like, what is going on? Some very catchy, curiosity inspiring caption. And more often than not, the content doesn't live up to the hype, but everyone is just trying to get attention in a limited, they're trying to get, let's put it like this, they're trying to get a part of a limited resource, which is your time. Everyone has 24 hours, and millions and millions of people are fighting for a fraction of your 24 hours. And that 24 hours is a finite resource that you're never going to get back. You're never going to get back the time you spent watching this video of me speaking about this. So we as creators, as marketers, we have the responsibility to live up to the hype that we create when we try to get someone's attention, to really deliver value. And an interesting thing happens. There are two dynamics at play. It's the first one, you put in a big hype, you get someone's attention, and they go in and they give you their time. They buy your content with their time, but they're unsatisfied with the result because the content didn't live up to the value that the attention grabbing tactics promised. Okay? The second way is to be authentic. Grab attention all you want, but give more value than what you promised in the attention grabbing material. Always over deliver. That way you build up your brand over the long term. You build up your reputation and your credibility. Over time, it compounds. Somebody who's just relying on clicks and attention grabbing stuff to get people to watch, and then not delivering more value than what was promised, will not be able to grow their brand or their views or anything at an exponential rate. So I challenge you, create your next YouTube thumbnail, create your next title of your page with an outrageous promise for value, and then deliver more than that. Give everything. Give your best stuff to people for free, because something interesting happens when you give your best stuff, which should be high value, to people for free. You get more that you can give. For example, you're teaching a course about, say, motivation in the morning, something like that. And you start putting out free content, free videos on YouTube and Instagram, free blog posts, free posts on Facebook, and you start explaining all the strategies, and how it's working and how it's so great. And And then you're like, well, that's great. I just gave away my ideas, my intellectual property. How am I going to now capitalize on this and get money? Now I can't sell it because I gave it all away for free. But what happens is, as you continue to learn, you get more inspiration what to create and what to give away. So people are viewing your high value content and getting more and more familiar with you, familiar with your brand, your message, what you like to put out there, and they want more from you. So when you have now something to sell, they will buy it more likely, because the stuff you were giving for free was such high value. Imagine what he's selling, how high value that must be. And it will be more high value, because the more you give, the more you get yourself that you can give further. And that's the whole point of content creation.